Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So, car update. As you know, in the last episode I was telling you about the car troubles we had coming back from Chiang Mai to Chiang Mai. Well, rest in peace car, it is dead. The transmission's out. It's a Kia Picanto. It's a 2008 and there are no parts that they can order to fix it. They just can't find the parts. Nobody can. And if they were ordered, it's going to take 3 months to get in, and I'm not waiting 3 months to use the car again. It's just going to be too much. So we're going to end up selling that one for spare parts, and I am on my way to a dealership where yesterday we found a car that we're going to buy. The name of the dealership is called Expat Auto, which is quite convenient because I'm an expat. And at Expat Auto, they speak English. It's owned by an American and his son. And the staff there is absolutely wonderful to work with. They have the no haggle price type deal going there. They had a good selection. They had a car that fit exactly what we were looking for. And they made the whole process easy. So I am going there today to do some more paperwork, and then we're actually going to pick up the car tomorrow. Now, the kind of car we got, it's a 2018 Nissan Almera, I believe is the name. It kind of reminds me of the Nissan Altima, the version you would find in the US. It's black, looks really nice. Looks like it would be more dependable, and it's a lot newer. I mean, you're talking 10 years newer than the other car. Another nice thing about going through this Expat Auto is they do all the paperwork and the tag work for you. When I bought it from an individual, I had to go do all that myself with the help of my wonderful neighbor who is Thai and helped me with all that good stuff. Hopefully she doesn't need to help me with all that a second time, because it looks like everyone at Expat Auto will help me with all the paperwork and the legalities of the car and transferring it to my name. So really excited about that part too. It's amazing to me how much vehicles are here in Thailand. They cost a lot. It's probably because of the import tax that they do on all imports. But the car prices here, you would think they would be cheap because everything else seems to be fairly cheap. Not cars, they cost a lot. One of the only things that's going to be different about having this new car is the fact that it's a lot bigger than what I'm used to. Not by much, but I really enjoyed having a small car for all these small roads, and it wasn't very wide. And this car is a normal car size, not very small, not very big, but it's going to be different trying to navigate these small roads in a slightly bigger car. One thing we're having the dealership do to the car before we pick it up, well, actually, I think we pick it up and then bring it back to have it installed, but we're getting tinted windows put on there. You don't live in Thailand without tinted windows, especially when it's a black car with black interior. So we're having that done, try to keep some of the heat out of the car. One of the other things I liked about this dealership too was that it wasn't in the very busy part of the town. It's off on a side road in an inconspicuous place, but not too far from everything. So it makes getting in and out of their place real easy. And I was able to test drive the car yesterday. And you're not immediately pulling out into immense traffic with a car you're not very familiar with. So that was always nice. And here we are, Expat Auto. So my car is not here at the moment. It's getting tinting put on it, but this is kind of what their lot looks like. So they got a bunch of different cars here for it to look like. It's all covered, which I always like. And I forgot to mention, the other cool thing about them is they have their own service department. So if anything ever happens with your car, you can bring it here and get it serviced. And we have a bumper-to-bumper warranty and all that good stuff for a limited time, and then a year for most of the other stuff. So pretty cool. So they had a decent selection to pick from. What I liked is you didn't have to haggle about the price or anything. Everything's written right on it, what the price is, and it is what it is. So yeah, and all in all, I wish we would have done this from the get-go and I wouldn't have to do this twice. All right, well, let's go get this thing. All right, well, we have the paperwork done, so this is it. This is the new car right here. It's the Nissan Almera, and I'll give you a walk around. It's a Sport Tech version. Don't know what that means. It's pretty. It's a complete upgrade for us from the last car, and we're excited about it. It's 2018, and yeah, so we're about to take off with it for the first time. So we'll see you in the car. All right, so we got the key. We're going to start it for the first time. Hopefully it starts.
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny?
No, not too funny. Listen to that music, and yeah, there we go. Good. Well, the AC works.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Right. All the awkwardness of the first time. All right, so the first thing I'm noticing about it is it's a lot quieter than what we're used to. I don't think our last car kept out much of the outside sound, so it's a lot quieter.
It is a lot quieter.
Yeah, it's a bigger car, so I'm gonna have to get used to driving on these narrow roads and dodging motorcycles in a bigger car.
It'll be fun parking it for the first time too.
Yeah, true. We had to get tinted windows put on there for obvious reasons. So they're freshly tinted, and we can't roll down the windows for what, 7 days?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good thing that the air conditioner does work. So the yard people are back again, and I know they've got to be thinking, what's wrong with this guy? He's always videotaping us. But I just love doing the time lapse, watching this guy with just one weed eater take care of the entire yard so quickly, and then his cleanup crew comes in and rakes up all the clippings, puts it away. They're so efficient. They're in and they're out. So we're having lunch in Old City right now. We're at a place called Casa Restaurant and Pizzeria. That's the name of it.
Yeah, Italian place.
Yeah, we've already ordered our pizza.
Yeah, we got the salami.
So the new car is awesome. One of the things though, since we're here in Old City, is this car, the new car's a lot bigger.
Mm-hmm, longer.
So it's a little bit more difficult navigating the car through Old City. So I think after this we might be taking a motorcycle if we come to Old City, because it gets a little monotonous trying to, anyway, yeah. It's a bigger car.
Roads are very narrow. There's not much parking here. So.
Now for all you people who are looking to learn the Thai language, I have exhausted many websites and even signed up for classes here in Chiang Mai, though everything was virtual because of COVID. I finally found something worth sharing to you, and it's called italki. That's the name of the website. And the nice thing about italki is that you can go on the website and you can actually look through the teachers, and you get to see a video and hear a little bit about the teacher, where they're from in Thailand, and you can actually choose, who you feel that you like the most as your teacher. For this, I picked one that was in Chiang Mai named Kang, and she is a super wonderful person. The other thing that's great about this service is that you're able to pick the kind of lesson you're wanting to learn, whether you're wanting to learn how to speak or write or conversation. You can pick whatever kind of lessons you're looking for. And you can pick the day and time that you're wanting to do the class. So if I only want let's say a 30-minute class, I can sign up for one, versus you go somewhere else and you have to go 3 times a week for 2 hours a week, and you're just
very more structured.
Yes, it's not fun doing it that way. And I'll have ADD. I'm good for about 45 minutes and then I'm done. So it's nice to be able to pick your length of time that you want. And it also tells you the total amount that you're going to pay, so you know this ahead of time. You can go ahead and pay that and be done with it. So it's a good way to customize your learning experience. Now Kang, the one I'm using, don't you all pick her, otherwise she's not going to have any slots available. Just kidding. Kang is wonderful. I picked her because she is in Chiang Mai, so the dialect is for here up in the north. Wonderful, sweet person. I love using her. She's a joy, all smiles. She's fun to work with. And if for some reason I had, like my last lesson, it was scheduled, but I had a timing conflict. I just said, you know what, can you just record me something And she did. She uploaded to YouTube. It was the
She did a
45.
PowerPoint.
Yeah, it was wonderful, and I was able to replay it. Wonderful individual. Can't recommend her enough, so make sure you check that out. Well, that's all we have for right now, but thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, and until next time, Kap Kun Kra.